terms of fundamentals.
Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Alex Rodriguez set to get things started. And there indeed is Alex Rodriguez now. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory, and he's retired here, 1 away. Stepping in, Mark Teixeira, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, and this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat hitting left-handed.
Right there for strike one.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Tap fouled at home plate. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2.
A few groans from the faithful here. They wanted strike three.
Still 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Brian McCann is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Waiting on it, the left fielder. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, all even at 2 apiece. Adam Jones is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Center fielder, Adam Jones.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
And Jones takes this one for a ball, 1-1.
And, you know, Adam Jones has been selected to multiple All-Star games, so his exploits on the field, of course, they're well documented, but he's also very involved in the community as well.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. In now, Mark Trumbo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Trumbo.
In there, and it's 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
When you're a hitter, there's only two times where you know for sure you got a hit. One is when you hit one into the seats. It feels so good. And two is when you split the outfielders like that. Right off the bat, you know it's a double. The only thing in your mind, can I go for 3?
In now is Pedro Alvarez, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. For Trumbo, that gives him 5 doubles now on the year. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. One and one, here it comes. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. This is skied into short left center. Ellsbury calls for it. 2 gone. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Ball 1.
Yep, 1-1.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And a foul tip here, but it's held onto for the out. Good work behind the plate, and the inning is over. Orioles leave 1. We'll head to the 5th, tied at 2. Starlin Castro heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Starlin Castro.
And that misses for ball one.
It didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with the running action on that two-seam fastball.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Runners on the move for second. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, maybe this turns into a double play ball. But with the bat shattering here, just too much going on to even think about, too. So he'll take that sure out at first instead.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jacoby Ellsbury. Hoping to keep it tied, here it comes. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. Skied into very shallow right. Trumbo there to make the play, and there are two gone now.
The left fielder, number 11.
Brett Gardner digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready on 1-2. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Racing back the left fielder, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. The run scores from second. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for two bases.
Carlos Beltran stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to...
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. He'll come home with it. And the throw in gets away from him. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one. Greg Bird steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy. And it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.